Look, I'm doing these videos just for the fun of it. So if you like it, you can comment, you can tag someone in the comments, or you can share it on your own page. If you don't like it, that's okay too. Look it, I loved my Thanksgiving yesterday. It was absolutely perfect in every way. But I wanted to let you know that our Thanksgivings are under assault. I don't know if you realize this. Look, the day that we set aside for absolutely getting conscious of everything we're grateful for and thankful for is succeeded by a next day that is so dark, in fact, that we refer to it as Black Friday. This is a day in 2012 we've spent over $59 billion in a single weekend on consumeristic products. Look, it would only take $30 billion estimated by the United Nations to solve world hunger, and we spend well over like double that in a single weekend. All that to say that this day that we've set aside to be really thankful is really quickly succeeded by a day that we're trying to grab and obtain things that we don't have. And sales used to start on the morning of Friday, and then they started on like at midnight on Friday, and now it's gotten so bad it's leaked into our very own Thanksgiving. Out of my own table yesterday, we were trying to purchase things online while they were on sale. And I'll say all of that to make a spiritual analogy. Like, we live our lives in this consciousness of what we lack or what we feel like we still need to do to become something of value, to become something of worth. The system of the world is teaching us what we need to do to obtain something that we don't have, and then we go to religious services and we're told what we're not and what we need to do in order to become something. And it masquerades itself as inspiration. It's condemnation masquerading itself as inspiration. We feel inspired that we need to read our Bibles more, we need to go to church more, we need more fellowship, we need more community. And so we begin to function from this disposition of lack to try to obtain something, when really if we were to gaze into who God is inside of us, we would see an overwhelming value that would position our hearts for thankfulness. You know, thankfulness is something that we do in response to an observed value. We see something of worth, we see something of value, and it positions our heart to give thanks. I think that there is some power in just choosing thankfulness as an act. There's this little video on YouTube called Jessica's Daily Affirmation. It's this little girl standing on a sink, and she's just like going in the mirror and just like speaking like, I like this, I like my sister, I like my parents, I like my house. And there's power in just choosing to be thankful. I'm gonna include the URL of that video in the comment section. But there's powerful in just choosing thankfulness. But what's more powerful is when we gaze into the eyes and the face of Jesus Christ, and he shows us something so valuable that we can't do anything but give thanks. It's this revelation of value that positions our heart to thankfulness. And I see people feeling like they need to be thankful, and so they're trying to be thankful instead of just resting in the love of God. And the natural byproduct of that is thankfulness and gratitude. So I just want to encourage you in that you can rest today and just really get present with people and get present to the value of who they are as you let the Lord really show you the value of all your surroundings. You know, yesterday was so beautiful. I got this moment with this widow neighbor, and she was describing the last 5 months without her husband, and it's just like this golden nugget I feel like God was giving me with this lady. And it's so beautiful just like looking into her and being able to listen to her story and invite her over for pie. Another neighbor came over for pie with a broken arm. She had a casted arm, and she said if she moved it a certain way she had pain. So I blessed her arm and just prayed for the Lord to just completely heal it. She moved it around, she said there's no more pain. It's awesome. The day concluded with just beautiful family time, so enjoy my family. And then the night ended with being able to hold my little niece Lily, and my brother Matt had a baby girl, and she's just so perfect and so beautiful, and just gazing into her innocence was a gift. But all I'm saying is that when we see things of value, the Lord convinces our heart, and in response to letting him show us value in others, we just get thankful for them. And then we begin to rejoice and celebrate people instead of always being aware of where they're disappointing us or not meeting our expectations. This is liberty, this is freedom, and this, in fact, breaks every consumeristic agenda of society so that our narratives are no longer written by our culture, but where we actually get to be authors of our own life, and the ultimate author, Jesus Christ, begins to write his story upon our hearts. So we're no longer spending $60 billion as a culture, and instead we're other-centered, and we're seeing other people's value, and we're solving world hunger. Overnight, this could happen. Just get really aware of what you already possess. It's so beautiful. Lastly, I just want to say, and this is probably the most powerful thing I'm going to say in this video, is that far more than our gratitude for the Lord in our lives is his gratitude and his thankfulness for us. Did you realize that God celebrates you, that he's thankful for you? He's way more thankful for you than you could ever be thankful for him. It says in Zephaniah, I don't know when the last time you read Zephaniah, but in Zephaniah 3:17 it says, the Lord will take delight in you, and his love, he will give you new life. He will sing and be joyful over you. That's in an inferior covenant. Imagine the covenant that we live in today, a new and living way where God, where Jesus Christ, for the joy set before him, he endured the cross so that he could rejoice over us in our face-to-face relationship with him. So I just want to encourage you today, God's rejoicing over you, and let him just wrap you up in his love so that you will just naturally respond in gratitude and thankfulness. Enjoy your day. Comment and share if you like. If not, just eat some pie and wear a cardigan. Okay, see you later. Bye-bye.